All right. Good morning, everybody. Joe Van Duren here, and welcome to our live virtues pick. Each morning, about this time, we pick a virtue and we take a look at it. We talk about it a little bit, and the main thing is it's something we're going to focus on for the rest of the day and how we can do that. So, and then at the end of each virtues pick, we'll also have some interesting thoughts about how parents can help their children to develop this virtue that they already have inside of them. They just may not have developed it yet. And so today, the virtue that we are sharing with everyone is commitment. I am so happy to have this because I've just made a new commitment and I need to practice this completely. So let's read it. Then I'll tell you about my commitment and how we do it. So, commitment is caring deeply about a person, a goal, or a belief. Once we discern a direction, we go for it wholeheartedly. We don't hold back, second guess our decisions, or hesitate to act on it fully. We set goals and achieve them. We make promises and keep them. We go the extra mile. We are faithful to our relationships and don't allow problems to make us waver. Keeping our commitments strengthens our inner integrity. It deepens our capacity to carry responsibility with grace. So I don't know about you, but I would just say that for me, I am really happy to have this because today, well, actually not today, actually several weeks ago, I've been thinking about this quite a bit, and that is writing a book, an ebook, just a short book, um, a course, doing something to help families know how to have a family meeting and why it's important and what are the results of having a regular meeting that includes the children in different roles. And so it's been something that's been on my mind, and it's something that I encourage all my clients to do too, to have this a weekly family meeting. So at any rate, I can just say that I have officially started. I did my complete outline of the book, and now we're just filling in the pieces, right? So we'll see how long it takes now to do this, but I am committed to that. And that is because I care deeply about this subject. I have this goal. I'm committed to the goal, but I have a true belief that this can be one of the most helpful things that we can do in a family to reduce the amount of chaos, discord, dysfunction, all of those things that keep us up at night, right? That stress us out. So that's what I'm committed to right now, is making that. So I'm saying this publicly too, because that's part of keeping a commitment, I think, is letting other people know that you've made this decision inside yourself and that you want to do this. And so, for me, this is a big step. So how am I thinking about commitments today? I am thinking about it in that I'm confident that this is a good subject. I'm confident that it's a good thing for families. And now I want to just give 100% to this project that I've started. So, how do we help our children then uh, develop this virtue of commitment that they already have inside of themselves? Now, let me just begin with that we believe that all of the virtues are inside everybody. We have them. We may not be showing them in positive ways, right? Or we may have not developed it completely or fully, and or we have maybe overdeveloped it so that we it shows in a less than positive way, maybe even in a negative way. So, what about commitment? So, commitment, if I've not developed it, then I wouldn't be 100% sure of what I want to do or what I believe in. And if I did make a decision, if my commitment is underdeveloped, then I may not stick with it, right? I may not go the distance, let's say. If it's overdeveloped, I might be so committed to it that there is no flexibility, right? I don't allow myself the time to take care of other important things like dealing, working with the family and to take time for other commitments that I have. So I have to develop this balance there. And that's what commitment does for us. When it's balanced, it allows us to carry out our responsibilities, to complete our goals and work on the things that are important to us, but to do so in a balanced way so that we prioritize things and we stick to the principles and the virtues and the values that we have as an individual and as a family. And so, as a parent, I want my children to develop their commitment to things. So, the first step, of course, is finding out what is it that they have as goals, and so that can be a part even of a family meeting. What kind of goals do we have? Are we trying to do a little better in math at school, or are we trying to learn how to score a goal in soccer? Or are we trying to be able to accomplish 20 push-ups? Whatever that goal might be, um, demonstrating how to be committed to it by making the agreement, by preparing a plan, by sticking to the plan, by reviewing to see how it's going and whether we need to be flexible and change some things up, and then completing that commitment. And so for our kids, if they're like they've signed up for a sport, are they committed to that team for a season? Then they need to complete that. That helps them to recognize that responsibility to the team and the commitment that they made. If they've committed to, I don't know, to doing some other extracurricular activity, or maybe they've committed to the family that they're going to set the table every night, then we need to make sure that we have the skills set to do that, the mindfulness to do it, and then we need to follow through. So, those are the ways, those little things that we do in the house help them to grow that virtue of commitment and practice it in a way that will be helpful both to themselves and to others. I don't think there's anything that's more damaging to a person. Well, maybe that's probably a pretty extreme statement, but certainly it is damaging to us if we make a promise to ourselves that we're going to do something and then we don't follow through because we begin to lack trust in ourselves and our commitments. And so we want our children and ourselves, I want this for myself, to be honest with you, is to make sure that when I make a promise, especially one that I make to myself, that I keep it, because that is the foundation for being able to make promises and be willing to make promises to other people, um, and keep those promises. So those are my thoughts today about commitment, and I was excited to announce that. This will be a follow-up to my first book that I wrote, and it's not that the two subjects are connected, but they could be, I guess. But the first book that's, it's in Amazon, it's in uh, Apple books, it's in all the major Barnes and Noble, it's in all the major things, and that's The Fight Against Bullying. And so that was my first book, and now I'm getting ready to develop something else here, and that is about having family meetings. So thank you very much for being here today. I look forward to seeing everyone tomorrow. And I would just say, in the meantime, keep practicing the 4 C's of successful families, of clarity, communication, consistency, and community. Until next time, bye.